So today we have Mauro Martinez, who is the Director of Business Development at FM Consulting, FM Group.
Thank you very much for having me. I've grown up here in Marbella. My mother is from Holland. My father is Spanish. I went to school here. Then I went to study business administration in Madrid at CUNEF. And then when I finished my degree, I went to Australia for a year. And while I was there, I realized I had a huge opportunity here in Marbella, and I decided to come back. So that was about 3 years ago.
Okay, so for those who are not aware of it, FM Consulting, that's the FM is Fausto Martinez.
Correct.
Yes?
Yeah, correct.
And Fausto Martinez, and you're Mauro Martinez, so that's your father, correct?
That's my father, yeah.
And the managing director, Angela,
yes,
that's your mother. So it's a proper family business.
Exactly. As we call ourselves, we are family-owned, family-run. FM Consulting was established in 1990. This year actually is our 32nd anniversary. We have developed, not ourselves, we also have done the sales and marketing for many other developers that we will go and keep talking a bit more about that later. Some of the projects, for example, that we have commercialized are the two famous Monte Paraíso and Monte Paraíso Country Club in 1995 till 1990, and then the country club from 1998 to 2001. Other project that we have commercialized with a lot of success in Estepona in Frontline Beach seafront is Bahía del Bellerín, 40 units, very nice project as well. Another emblematic one close to El Campanario in Estepona is Cortijo del Mar. Those were 250 units in 3 different plots. 85% of the units were apartments and the rest were townhouses. Those are more or less some of the developments that I would like to highlight. In total, during these last 32 years, it has been 19 and more than 2,100 units sold.
FM Consulting, the group, has several arms to it, hasn't it?
Yes, as you said, we actually did a little bit of rebranding, changing on structuring the group and the brands. We are now called FM Realty Group. Everything is very much related with real estate. And then we will have 3 brands within the group. We will have FM Consulting, which I assume, and I think that we're going to go deeply on FM Consulting today. Then we have FM Properties, which is real estate with a mid-high-end client range going directly to them, offering all the product that is available in Costa del Sol. Resales and new build, collaborating and working with other developers, other master agents, and other people. And then we have FM Vacation. FM Vacation is regarding tourism rentals. Our background, and my father's background, he has been involved for many years with hospitality and director of many hotels. That's how he started his career. So we are very involved with hospitality. And in one of the projects that I was mentioning before, Cortijo del Mar, we started renting those apartments for each of the owners. So right now, we are happy to say that after 10 years, we are doing the property management and the rental service for those owners for about 90 to 100 apartments every year. That's something I would also like to talk a little bit about and how FM Vacation does help and create value for FM Consulting for other developers and investors.
Best known for FM Consulting. You've been here for a long time, so most people know exactly what it is that you do or what the company does. But FM Consulting, would it be a good place to start by saying that you're not a developer, although you have done some developments? You
right.
actually are a commercializing agent for those developers. You work for developers mainly. Is that correct?
That's exactly right. We know both positions and we understand them very well. But mainly, what we have done during these last years, we will say is like exclusive real estate marketers and advisors. So as consulting firm, we consult, and developers consult us in many things. So as a master agent that they like to call us in English, they just think that we just receive all the marketing material and the branding and everything about the project, and we just start from there, and then we start selling, and with all the marketing strategy and the sales infrastructure, and we start selling the project, which is a part, and it's part of the process of all the stages that we provide to our client, which will be an investor as a family office, an investing fund, a developer. It could be national or it could be international from any part of the world, actually. But we start before meaning we have a market research that we are constantly updating every quarter, and we have divided in different, like 7 zones, and with all the different typologies of real estate product that you could offer. And we have around, from Mijas to Soto Grande, we are talking that there are around 200 property developments right now for sale. So we have all the knowledge, and then we also help them to the product definition. So like we understand and we have all the information about what's in the market right now, what's the price per square meters, what's the common areas that they are implementing in the projects. Plus we also help to decide, like a lot of people are they're not locally and they have architects from some other places of the world with other ideas. They need to know what is the actual client here demanding, what is what they want, what is the minimum sizes. We even talk about the layouts with the developer. Sometimes they are very surprised about how much in deep we go and how much we want to check and verify what they have designed, because then it's our responsibility to be able to sell that product in price and in time. So we like to be involved from the very beginning, if that's possible. That's a way of guaranteeing the success of the real estate project.
So would it be accurate to say that although you do this, you're much more than a middleman between the agent network that sells it, finds the buyers, and the developer that builds it? Your role really ideally is if you're involved in the consulting process with the developer of what to develop. You must have found over the years that developers that have come to you with a finished product where you sort of wish they'd come to you a bit sooner because they could have used your local knowledge to save themselves the pain of maybe going down the wrong route in some ways, or doing something that isn't quite appealing or out of fashion. Have you had that sort of experience?
Yes, that's an example that happens every month.
What would be best for them would be to come and talk to you guys first and say, this is what we're thinking of doing. This is what we want to do. This is where we want to do it. This is what our project idea is. And then involve you at the beginning of the process in the consulting part of it, to ensure that the location is the right location for the kind of properties that they have in mind, and all the rest of the stuff that follows, so that there are maximum chances of it being sellable, and that there is
Exactly.
is there a demand for this product at the current time, because it does change, doesn't it? And there are trends.
There are trends of what they are looking for. It varies very quick as well. And I will also say, like, why wouldn't you use all the knowledge and expertise of someone that has been 32 years dedicated to this profession with so much passion and work ethic, and is what we do. And I would strongly suggest that, but as we know, some people need to make their own mistakes, and then they realize that yes, that would be the correct way of starting a new project in a new place where you have never been. I mean, you could probably have all the you could be a developer in Holland or in Belgium or in England, but you don't know the market trend. You don't know how the distribution works, how there are many things that someone local could help you with, and guarantee the success that is going to benefit all of us, the developer, the networks, ourselves, everyone involved.
So we have the development, the branding, and all that sort of stuff, and then you work through a network of many agents on the coast, where
more than 400 agencies and more than 2,000 agents. Yeah.
Okay, so you have a huge agent network where you promote the various projects.
Yes, and that's locally and internationally as well. So, if you would say, like, what are the main benefits of starting or realizing how important a master agent will be, for example, I would say hiring FM Consulting will be about the high quality distribution and sales network that we have, and the commercial infrastructure as well. Because if you start from scratch, from zero, from somewhere you have never been, you are already getting all the value and the knowledge and the expertise of someone that has already been here, that the network of agents trust and how to distribute it correctly in the correct ways. When we launch a project, we have the sales office, we do a presentation, we have a launch event. The number of agencies that we are able to assist and to be willing to hear about that project there's a huge difference between being no one, or at least no one here, or partnering with someone that has been here for 32 years with 19 projects on their backs. And the sales network is very important in order to guarantee a success as well. So the confidence that they have on the master agent, let's say, it's very important. In any project that we commercialize, there is a person on site from our team, at least 40 to 50 hours a week, being there for any agency that might just call or pass by, or any client that might be there. We have someone there on site, for example, no? Plus all the infrastructure. We have the marketing team inside, we have the financial team as well. And then we also work very close with some external, and then we have lawyers. We work with every bank, every architect, every construction company, every technical engineers as well, which are not in-house, but they are collaborators. We will have probably to differentiate what does FM Consulting do for a developer, and then another extra service that we could provide as being like project management. There will be an added extra for someone that might be more as a financial investor or more passive, not being as a profession, the developer. So we will have the different contract will be more related with consulting and sales and marketing for developers, which are just professionals. So we assume that they take care of all what regarding the architects, planning, insurance paperwork, and all these things that involve the profession, and which they don't need us for that. But we also can provide that because we have done some of the real estate projects, we have done them ourselves as well. And then different from the sales and marketing. We feel very comfortable working with small, medium, and large investors or developers. We have done basically all of them, but we really pay very much attention is on the relationship that we will have with that client. It's a medium, long-term relationship. Like we're talking at least of 2-3 years. So we need to be comfortable with each other. We trust each other, and we really pay attention with after 32 years of we will work with, because we want to do what we do, but in the best way, and always enjoying every day of the real estate process of that project, because it's not a point of working 3 years in something that you don't like or you disagree. You are hired for certain reasons, and then you are controlled by all of them. It doesn't mean that, of course, the needs are reporting, everything should be informed. They're going to be on top of everything, no? But that's the kind of clients or investors or developers that we would like to focus on. We help developers to configure all the price lists of every of the units, depending on height, views, orientation. We work on that, and we understand, of course, that it's their business to have certain volume of sales. We understand that perfectly, and we work in that terms. But if there was a developer with, let's say, issues with selling, and he is aiming to sell at a price that we don't consider that you can sell, we have said no to some developers.
Okay, so one question I have is, what is the relationship between the master agent, the developer, and then your network of agents?
We will call ourselves in this way, we are the local representative of the developer. So we are their face, the people that the network of agencies trust and they know. And if FM, for example, if FM Consulting is commercializing a certain project, that means that we have checked and there are all the guarantees behind, and they feel very comfortable bringing their clients. When FM Consulting is also involved in part of the sales and marketing of a developer, it's also bringing the confidence and the trust that the agent network has in our company. They know they will have no issues with the reservation contract, the private purchase contract, then the title deed. They know that we have checked with who are we working with regarding the developer, who's going to be the construction company. So how much of a headache or not the after sales service could be, because sometimes when you are going to complete the project and they have 100 things that they need to verify and check and to redo, or have just 10. So, and always taking care of the most important thing is the happiness and the final result of the end client. We all work with, and there's so many people involved in the sector. without never forgetting that there's a lot of trust put into you and your project and everything. There is a lifetime savings sometimes. We also do the coordination between agencies and the agents, and also the clients and the lawyers. So we are a figure there in between, trying to coordinate everything, that everything goes smoothly. And so the developer can focus on being a developer, and they completely externalize all the sales and marketing, like all the strategy, everything that involves, and all things is just outsourced by a company like us, as FM Consulting. Yeah.
So it's interesting to see the new blood, which I think you are, coming into the sector with the experience and the reputation that the company has earned over 32 years, but with the fresh energy and new ideas that somebody like yourself can bring to the table. So exciting times ahead, I think.
Thanks a lot. Yes, no, it's a big pleasure for me to be able to work and have both relationships, not a family relationship and work as well. There's a lot of knowledge being transferred to one generation to the other. And Fausto and Angela, my mother, they have been working here for many years. I know the reputation that they have, and there is no other thing on my mind than being here for another 30 years and working with the same ethic and hard work on a daily basis that they have done. Thank you, Alfredo, for having me. Thanks a lot.